Hey, what's up guys, this is Bravo. Welcome to another episode of Amateur Hour. I want to give a quick special thanks to those of you who came out to Columbus or watched the event online. The event was absolutely awesome, and I am very optimistic about the fate of Halo, especially with MLG. Also, a special thanks to those who supported Gandhi, myself, and Walshy throughout the event, tweeting us and supporting us on the MLG forums. We had a blast commentating for you guys. I hope you learned a lot, you enjoyed the stream. We each probably have a few things to work on before the next event, but we really are interested in pursuing our career as casters and also bringing you the best possible Halo Reach viewing experience. Also, more info going to be coming on the Gamma Gamers house. You guys might have seen that we're putting together a house, and we've actually got financial backing to do so. Going to be doing that real soon, but more details to come on that, so I'm very excited about that. But I wanted to do a pro player analysis today, but it is Amateur Hour Sunday, so I was really happy when Phaint sent me a gameplay on Twitter. It's his team against Give Me My Money, one of their rosters, and he is a former pro player, no longer, so he technically does qualify for a gameplay review. I've never actually done a Zealot TS, so let's go ahead and get this underway. Now, right off the start, we're going to be looking at how these teams start, maybe sending a few gold, a few main ramp, etc. So here we are on board with Phaint. You see a lot of the team right here starting off shooting. You saw that in Columbus. Teammates are no longer just boom, sprinting towards gold, sprinting towards main ramp. Instead, they shoot off the start, which is very interesting. So we'll see Phaint right here. He shoots. But before we know, his team has actually spread out quite a bit, so they only take a few shots. One thing that you guys can consider doing with your team is actually staying and shooting the guys going gold. And maybe you'll put enough shots in that the guy who goes landing can go ahead and clean up that guy from this angle. But we're going to go right back on board with Phaint, see how he heads over here towards main ramp, see those nades blowing up so he knows that someone's around there. Gets his nade actually shot out of the air there, I think. So right here we have a spiral to spiral battle. A little bit hesitant to push, and you see he gets flanked here, but throws a nice double melee on that guy, shoots the body. I don't know if it was necessary, but a nice job there. So they're now up 3-0. Hopefully he doesn't get too cocky here, but right now they're going to really want to trap the enemy in their base. So as you saw, he just checked to make sure no one was behind him on the health pack. So what he's going to be anticipating are the bottom base spawns around the spiral. As you see, there's a player there. You're going to also be looking for spawns bottom base, even main ramp and tunnel. So obviously you're going to want to be very patient here. He kind of sits here. That's a very nice angle, guys. Take a look at that. What he can do is sit here, wait for them to push bridge. If they're on main ramp, they can't see him. Very difficult if they come around this side to see him. He's in a really nice nook here, so props to Phaint for that angle. One thing you can also do here on Zealot, hop up onto this, and what you do is you jump off of this while jumping into the base. That's generally used to finish kills. You get a huge vantage point on the enemy. Imagine jumping off of this and raining bullets down there. Really easy to clean up a kill there. Also get the first shot in a battle. Obviously you want to be very careful as he is doing here before you do something like that. Right here, pushes in, puts some shot into Elitas. Nice job there. You see he's probably getting a call out that there's someone right here. So he doesn't want to push all the way in. Instead he just plays the angle. He's still trapping the enemy in the base. Now they're up 5-0. Nice shots there. Gets some help from Devin so he doesn't have to clean up that second kill, and there's 2 dead there for the red team. Gets a nice tube there on Elitas, so they're going to want to really shift their control now. They've just killed them twice in a row, and they're going to want to find out where the enemy is spawning. You see right here, he sees 2 of them. Right here, gets caught off guard a little bit, might have wanted to drop down a little bit or hop into ring 2. Obviously, ring 2 offers a great amount of cover there. Imagine if he had walked up this way and shot the tube from here. Probably could have stayed alive, even continued to shoot from here, maybe lifted, maybe dropped ring 1. Lots of options there. So let's go back on board with Phaint as he spawns. See, he died in ring 1, so when he spawns, he's going to have a few decisions to make. His team is now 2 dead, so he's going to want to be careful. He gets a gold spawn. See a teammate right there getting a little bit of help. So I like this. He pushes in with a teammate. A nice nade there. The bridge guy easily cleans up the bridge guy. And you see right here he keeps shooting. I like that decision. He knows he has help coming from behind him. They have a nice lead. There's no reason to not be aggressive here. Nice job there. Gets an extra grenade there. That's 3 dead for the red team. As you see right now, they know they need to push 1 top middle. So I like this idea right here. They have 1 player going top middle and the rest are going gold. You see here Phaint going now around the gold area, watching the lifts, watching ring 1. Right there, drops from gold. Not sure about that idea. I kind of would have liked him to stay gold because he had a teammate around the health pack, but instead he pushes here and kind of waits. So not a terrible idea. You see he has 2 teammates around here, so I kind of like that decision. After all, not a terrible idea. Obviously, in the eyes of the player, it's very difficult to judge whether or not every single decision is a good one. But right here, probably paid off because they're able to pick off 2 kills. He gets assassinated, but in the end, let's take a look at the numbers. They just killed 3, and there are only 2 dead. So we're going to keep going right here. So in the end, the play worked out, and they actually end up with gold control. So perhaps a little bit of luck coming their way. Right here, holding down. Nice job on the street. He has some help. Nice job there with those pre-nades. Kind of maybe knew they were going to spawn there. They've got a substantial lead here. He's got help. No reason not to push on this guy. Right there, that's 3 dead again for red, so they're looking for the spawner. And these guys they're going to be seeing are are all spawners. You see they just killed all 4 players, and 3 are still dead. They see them bottom main ramp, so they're going to keep them trapped in there. And look at that. A really nice job on this spawn trap, guys. Let's take a look and be mindful of exactly where everyone is on this map right now. So they have 3 players top middle. Very surprising to see. And another player here on the flag. But the enemy right here, you see, give me my money, still spawning on the bottom. Really nice shots here from Phaint on Elitist, and that's 2 dead again. So really utilizing this top mid area. Guys, we talked about this for the free-for-all on Friday night. A lot of the battles happening here, you know, this is very much a power position, as much almost as gold is. Like we said, you want to have that top middle control. If you control gold, it's very difficult to do it without it. So right here, gets caught off guard, 2 players pushing gold, but they are up by 10 now with weapons dropping at 13-10. So right here, nice job to push bottom middle. It looks like he probably wanted to go grenade launcher. You're going to clean up this kill on Elitist first. Nice job with the melee here. Now, look at this. He's lifting on 2 players. We're going to rewind that for you guys. Spawns right here. Gets this kill on Elitist. Nice job to follow up. Now, as you see, he lifts and 2 players are there. That's almost a guaranteed death. But because he meleeed Elitist, his lift was all screwed up, guys. The only way to do that is obviously to actually get a melee in the lift. There's no way to short lift like there was in the old Halo game. So a very nice job there. Gets a little bit of luck once again, but he has top mid control. And obviously, looking at this glass, this is something that Walshy talked about during Columbus. This glass is so important because not only do you have so much cover, but you can actually see your enemy. There's no mind games here. He knows exactly what his enemy's doing on that landing. He can angle himself away from the bottom. And although it is grenadable, you see all these little nooks that grenades can sit in from the bottom. It's obviously a difficult grenade to throw. So when in doubt, make the enemy throw that grenade. You know, just sit on here. So nice job here. Probably didn't need to jump out just yet. Goes for the no-scope, getting a little fancy. They've got double their enemy score, so he can get away with that. Right here, pushing on top middle, puts a few shots in. And normally I'd say don't shoot right off the spawn. Let's go back to that spawn, you guys. Normally I'm against shooting immediately off the spawn, but 1, they have a big lead, and 2, you see the rest of his teammates are around gold, so he can go ahead and try to get these players weak. He can get away with that. Right here, putting shots into reaction. Those shots are going to pay off. Nice job, stays calm, kills the guy in the pillar. No worries there. So pushing gold a little bit alone right here. That's the first thing I hope you guys are noticing, is that he is definitely alone here. Does not have too much help. He's got 1 player coming up, so excuse me, he has a little bit of help there. So now pushing in, checks the street. Looks like 3 guys just pushed him, though. So even though he had help, his teammate's going to push now. Let's see here what happens as he stays alive. Nice job with some more help coming. So actually 2 more die, and 3 of them die. So gets a really lucky spawn here. He spawns behind them, so pushes up really quickly. Luckily, his teammates got them weak. So obviously, when in doubt, guys, that's one thing I want to highlight just now that his team was able to do. Right here in this play, you see the player lifting. Right here, what they want to do, because they're at gold, is really get as many players weak as possible. Do not give up on your kills right there as you're dying, even if you're losing members, because you might get a spawn like this. Phaint spawns here, bottom base, pushes up, kills reaction who's weak, gets Elitist weak once again, pops his shields, finishes that kill, gets a double, and now his team is pushing up. So it's a constant cycle. That's something you guys really need to understand, and I'm sure some of you do, but for some of you who might be new to Halo Reach, Team Slayer is a constant cycle of spawning and just killing and getting people weak, and when you have to slow the game down, you really can. But right here on Zealot, a very small map, it's going to be, you know, your success is very much going to depend on how well you get the enemy weak each and every spawn. So right here, you see he gets sniped, unfortunately, but they're still up by quite a bit. Not too much to worry about, but we're still going to take his decisions into account as if they are, you know, life and death decisions here. Now pushing up top middle, does not choose to fight that battle. Actually comes back because he has a little bit of help gold. I like that. Throws that grenade there. Does he get him? Does not get him yet, so he's going to have to try to finish that kill. You know he's going to be calling that out. The grenade hits. And nice pressure here from the red team. You see, guys, that's very disciplined right there from the red team right here. They have 2 guys top middle, and the longer they stay alive, they're actually getting kills. They're getting help from this side, pushing up this street. So a very nice job there. Keep in mind that you do not always have to jump out if you're top middle. Just be annoying, be a nuisance. A nice job there. So Phaint now picking up the sniper. They're up 34-26. Goes for the fancy shot, but misses. So right here, staying alive with a teammate who gets a melee, and now Phaint's able to clean up that shot. So obviously, guys, with bleed-through damage, those melees are so very important. Getting right there, taking advantage of his teammate's death, and now they're up by 8 kills, so not as many as they were earlier in the game. You see a lot of play right here from Phaint. He's spawning base right on the base jump up. Instead of maybe jumping up right away or going spiral, he's putting himself in the middle of the action right here, pushing to ring 2. And right here in this situation, I like that idea. However, there are 4 players ring 2, so he's got to be careful. He cleans up the first kill and then uses the pillar right there. I'm surprised that no one pushed him. Maybe got a lucky break there, but they're up by quite a bit now. A lot of the action going on at ring, and he actually gets grenaded by those players who ended up coming back on main ramp. So weapons dropping once again, 2 dead for the blue team. Let's see how the rest of this game pans out. Looks like they're not going to have too much trouble in this kind of situation. You obviously don't want to play too reckless. What you want to do is just really apply the same pressure you've been applying all game. So right here he dies, and now the game's actually 42-37. So you guys, we have something interesting here at the point where if you're all four dead right now, obviously they're only going to be up by 1 kill. So you want to be very careful how you play this. Still try to apply the same pressure, and if you have to slow the game down, you still can because you have the luxury of this lead. As you see, now they're up 44-37. So pushing onto gold, he sees a player there. Unfortunately, that grenade does not hit, but does a nice job hugging the wall. He gets some help from a teammate. Gets fancy, tries to hit that no-scope, unable to do so. But now 45-39, still a good lead. I want to kind of run down what might be going through his head right here. Gets another great spawn here. When you guys are controlling red, be careful about these kind of spawn. When you guys are controlling gold, be careful about these red and blue spawns because they really can happen so quickly. You cannot depend on having 4 players of gold. It simply does not work because the enemy is going to get spawns like this. So nice shots there from Phaint as they get that kill. Now they're up 48-40. Should not really have trouble closing out this game. 3 dead for the red team. As you see, they spawn here. They're going to push on that fly guy who should not have been anywhere near there. Really should have been hiding, so he drops down on him. Really nice nade there, predicting him to go to the tunnel. Nice job there, and they're going to clean up these last kills right here. He gets those last 2 kills, so very nice job, guys. One thing I want to go ahead and just kind of re-evaluate what we talked about today. Gold, obviously very important, but you have to be careful about how you use it. Gold control is much better in flag because of how popular that gold flag run is. And another thing you want to keep in mind is that top middle control and having patience as the player top middle is very important because you can sit around here, take a look at main ramp, and then swing back to control. So really, I cannot emphasize enough just how important that top mid control is. Also, when you're spawning, just be mindful of where your teammates are on the map. If they are at gold, you can go ahead and shoot the guys towards gold, but obviously pushing out towards an enemy where there are no teammates is going to be not a wise decision. So nice job here from Phaint. His team is going to go ahead and win this game as they close it out here with a score of 50-41. Always contained that top mid control. So I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. You can always submit your amateur gameplay reviews to me. Just go ahead and tweet me the name of your gamertag and the file name, and I'll go ahead and download them and take a look at them each and every week. I'll have a lot more videos coming to you guys. I will be done with college in 1 month. I cannot wait. I'll have a lot more videos for you then, but for now, I'll give you guys as many as I can. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.